Hello, this is Elena in my channel Enough. Today, as always, enough of propaganda, and I'm starting a new playlist. I'm trying to make short videos for busy people with the facts, just the facts and not much of anything else, just shortly about main things. Today, video called Just the Facts, the State of Ukraine. We will talk about Ukraine as a state. So, I want us to move in time and talk about 1991. On August 24th, 1991, the Act of Declaration of Independence of Ukraine was adopted by the Supreme Soviet of the Ukrainian Soviet Socialist Republic. The act re-established Ukraine's state independence. The act proclaimed the indivisibility and inviolability of the territory of Ukraine and declared that only the constitution and the laws of Ukraine are valid on the territory of the republic. The document entered into force from the moment of its approval. You see on your screen this act in Ukrainian language, the original, and I will give you English translation in the description to this video, and for now I only will tell you that implementing the Declaration of State Sovereignty of Ukraine, the Верховна Rada of the Ukrainian Soviet Socialist Republic solemnly declares the independence of Ukraine and the creation of an independent Ukraine state, Ukraine. And after that, in Ukraine happened to be a referendum about this act. It happened on December 1st, 1991, so 31 years ago, because today we have December 1st in Canada. So on December 1st, 1991, a referendum on the Act of Declaration of Independence of Ukraine was held in Ukraine. This referendum was held on the same day as the first presidential election in the country. So this is a big deal and big day for Ukraine. In this document, they completely posted the act itself, and voters were asked in here, do you support the Act of Declaration of Independence of Ukraine or not? I support, I don't support. The support for independence expressed by the citizens of Ukraine was overwhelming, incredible, as you can clearly see on this map. This is all parts of Ukraine who voted for the referendum, for the independence. 84.18% of the registered voters took part in the referendum, and among them 92.32% voted yes. Include 55% of the ethnic Russians in Ukraine voted for independence. The six regions with the lowest percentage of yes was Kharkiv region, and then Donetsk-Lugansk Oblast, Odessa Oblast, and Crimea. And Sevastopol is a part of Crimea, it's a city in Crimea. And yet they all voted yes. And majority of those regions, with the over 83%, they voted yes. So there is no question about Ukraine wanted to be independent, include Russian, ethnic Russians, and they voted yes, overwhelmingly. This is who voted no. I return back to this, so you can see how many and how many different parts of Ukraine overwhelmingly voted for its independence. That's what Ukraine wanted. On June 19th, and this is actually the document about referendum, with the results of referendum, the original document. On June 19th, 1992, the first president of independent Ukraine, Leonid Kravchuk, signed a law on the complete exclusion of references to the USSR from the 1978 Constitution of Ukraine. So this how the vote for independence went, and this I probably wouldn't show you the whole table. You saw it on the map. And the first countries to recognize Ukraine as independent state were Poland and Canada, both on December 2nd, 1991. On the same day, December 2nd, Russian Federation, Russian Federative Soviet Socialist Republic, at the time it was a republic of the USSR, and Russian President Boris Yeltsin, in the evening news, Vesti, it called, he recognized and Russia recognized independence of Ukraine as well. And from December 2nd, 1991 onwards, Ukraine was globally recognized by other countries as an independent state. After that, over past 10 years, free elections have been held in Ukraine, twice. First of the snap election, a presidential election held in Ukraine on May 25th, 2014. Resulted as Petro Poroshenko being elected president of Ukraine. Poroshenko won the election with 54.7% of the votes. It was enough to win in a single round. The election wasn't held everywhere in Ukraine. During 2014 Crimean crisis, when Russia started the war in Ukraine, without formal declaration of the war, and annexed Crimea, Ukraine lost control over Crimea to Russia at the time, and so Crimea was unilaterally annexed by Russia in March 2014. As a result, elections were not held in Crimea. The next Ukrainian president election, 7th I believe, was held on March 31st and April 21st, 2019, in two-round system. In the second round, Vladimir Zelensky, a comedian who portrayed the Ukrainian president in a TV series, comedy TV series called Servant of the People, won from incumbent President Petro Poroshenko. According to the Central Election Commission, Zelensky won the second round with 73.22% of the votes. The 2014 annexation of Crimea by Russia and the occupation of by some bandits, pro-Russian separatists, organized, supported, and armed by Russia of parts of Donetsk Oblast and Lugansk Oblast, like a district, regions in Ukraine. It prevented around 12% of eligible voters from participating in the election. And I'm telling you that both elections were legal, within the frames of the law, with a real opposition, without machine guns on the voting polls, without some woman walking around, knocking on your doors in an apartment building with a person with a machine gun behind her back, saying, do you want independence of Ukraine or not? Like it happened in just recent fake referendums Russia did in Ukraine. So this was legal referendums held in Ukraine, and legal elections held in Ukraine twice, as I said. One time when Petro Poroshenko, and second time overwhelmingly won Zelensky. So according to the presented facts and the international laws, Ukraine is an independent sovereign state with a legally elected government. This is how it is. These are the facts. Thank you for your attention, and have a great evening or a day. See you soon.